Well, biochemistry is all about the molecular basis of life. So in this module you learn about how genes are expressed into RNA and how that RNA is translated into protein, and then what those proteins do when they're expressed. So that's basically what biochemistry is, molecular basis of life. So as far as skills, you learn all sorts of things, problem solving, critical thinking, as well as just a fundamental understanding of the molecular basis of life. Okay, well, different courses are different. The second year, assessment's mainly multiple choice, as people already know. In third year, though, the courses in first term, 381 and 382, both of them involve group projects. One an inquiry project in 381 and an oral presentation in 382. Any questions you get on exams or tests tend to be more short answer and application. We try to shy away from memorization and go more towards applying of concepts and critical thinking type questions. In fourth year, it's largely driven by inquiry into papers, reading papers and analyzing what they're doing, how we know what we know. So there's a lot less emphasis on memorization of details, but more on critical thinking, analysis, bringing together concepts and synthesis of those concepts. Okay, so the main lab course is the third year 3380 course, and in that course you learn basic techniques that are common in many biochemistry laboratories, such as spectrophotometry, DNA purification, DNA and protein gel electrophoresis, restriction enzyme digest, PCR, that sort of thing. So these are common skills, and it's good to be exposed to these techniques. Another major focus of that lab, of course, is how to write up lab reports or scientific manuscripts really in a professional style. So that's a major learning outcome of that course. We also have an advanced methods course called 3390, which is not a wet lab course, but we look at it more like a techniques-driven dry lab course, where students are given assignments to do that are very practical and based on data or finding out information. And that also can help you with different aspects of inquiry into biochemistry. Further, we have a third-year optional laboratory course, 3383, which is designed to be a mini project course. And so you do a small project under the supervision of a laboratory of a supervisor, a research supervisor. You get your own project. It's a little like a mini version of a fourth-year project. So for one term, it's only 5 hours a week. But it does give you a chance to get into a research lab and see what that's like in advance of the 4483 research project. My advice to anyone is follow the subject matter that's really interesting to you. And sometimes students think about biochem and they think, oh, it sounds hard. But really, if you are really interested in finding out the details of how proteins work, how genes are expressed, and when that's turned on and off, really that appeals to many people on that level. And other people, that's too much detail for them, and that's fine. I think you have to understand yourself and what you're interested in, and if that really drives you, as it drives me, finding out how life works on a molecular level, then yeah, I'd say go for it. And we do our best to teach you all the skills you need to go on to your next stage in your career. So the professors here, I think, really put their all into the teaching, and we want to see you succeed. Personally, like I said, what drew me to biochem was just this feeling that I'm getting at the fundamental level of life, like what's actually happening with the DNA, the RNA, the proteins, and that really appeals to me, to understand that mechanism. Biochemists are a lot about mechanism, how things work, and understanding that. So that's really appealing to me. Otherwise, in the module, I do love the students that we get. I mean, I love our third year, doing the third year lab course, because the students are really motivated, they're interested and engaged, and it's really fun for me to engage with students who are themselves interested and sort of passionate about what's going on. So that personally, that's what I get out of it. The interaction with the students is really fun.